Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Paul. Welcome back to another episode of Ball Talk with Paul, episode 12. And listen, I've been excited to do this one. We've got so much to talk about today. The NFL is wild right now. College football is shaking up. NBA teams rising and falling. And college hoops, man, some stars are being made. So let's kick back, relax, and let's get into it. All right, y'all. Let's start with the big one because this has been on my mind all this week. My guy A.J. Brown went live with Janky Rondo and basically said the Eagles' offense has been, and I quote, a shit show. He ain't wrong. He ain't lying. And honestly, I'm completely understanding A.J. Think about this. Since A.J. Brown got to Philly, this dude has done nothing but produce. We're talking back-to-back 1,400-yard-plus seasons, broke Calvin Johnson's record for most 125-yard games in a row, top 3 receiver numbers every year. And when he gets the ball, the offense just looks alive, man. And this year, it's like he disappears for whole quarters, whole halves. Like, bro, how? How does that happen with a player that elite? And AJ, he isn't the type to just complain for no reason. He's competitive. He cares. He wants to win. And that's why I'm rocking with him 1,000%. You don't get a player like AJ often. When you have one, you feature him. And I'm not talking about forcing some random deep ball or trying to get him touches out of pity. I'm talking scheming him in, getting him involved naturally, letting him set the tone. The Eagles got to fix this ASAP. I am sick and tired of everybody talking about how we look terrible offensively. We have too much talent to be looking like this. So Kevin Patullo, Nick Sirianni, get A.J. Brown the ball. We do not call him always open for no reason. I love to see Devontae Smith getting his, but A.J. Brown cannot be unhappy in Philly because we are paying him $96 million to be our premier wide receiver. So please start feeding them man as such. Jamar Chase can average 12 targets a game. A.J. Brown needs to average at least 8 to 10 targets a game. So Philadelphia, get this right ASAP before my guy A.J. wants to leave. And I will be extremely upset if he does because we have been waiting for a receiver of this caliber. We have gone through Dorial Green-Beckham, Nelson Aguilar, Dylan Rager. And the day we traded for A.J. was the happiest day in Philadelphia recent history. So please get this man the ball now. Now, the Jaire Alexander news, that one caught me off guard, man. I was excited to see him play. He's stepping away because of his knee and mental health. And, man, listen, shout out to Jaire for being real about that. Mental health is no joke. People think these players are robots, gladiators or something. They hurt, they deal with pressure, they deal with expectations. And if your mind ain't right, you can't play this sport, not at this level. So if Jaire needs time, take it, heal up, get right mentally, get right physically. Football will be there later. And if he comes back this season to help us make a run, great. But if not, I respect it. I want him healthy as a person before I want him healthy as a player. So good luck to Jaire. It sucks definitely because we already have one player retire on us, Zadarius Smith. But it's okay though, man, because the Eagles, we're deep enough to still make a run. Ja'Cory Bennett is activated now off of IR, so I know that would give us a boost. And also Michael Carter, the second, is looking to get involved more defensively. So it will be fine, man. But good luck to Jaire Alexander. I hope he gets better and hopefully he comes back this season to be able to play in that midnight green. All right, guys, let's shift gears. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield, both dudes were supposed to be MVP contenders coming into this year. Now both are sitting here at 6-3, trying to figure it out and who they really are. It's basically a prove-it game for both quarterbacks. One of them will be walking out with momentum, and the other one is walking out with some serious questions. Now, I think it's going to come down honestly to which quarterback performs the best and which quarterback does not turn the ball over because both quarterbacks have electric arms, but they are turnover prone. So whoever can play the most clean football will most likely get the win. Now, this will be in Buffalo, and I know Tampa is not accustomed to the cold weather. I'm not sure what the weather will look like, but it's going to be hard to go all the way up to Buffalo and get a win. So I have to go with the Buffalo Bills in this one. I think Josh Allen is hungry for another win. He hasn't been looking the same these last couple of weeks. And the Buccaneers, unfortunately, they're still shorthanded. Bucky Irvin is still not returned. They still don't have Chris Godwin. Mike Evans is probably not coming back this year. So it's going to be tough for Baker Mayfield to go in there and get a win. So look out for the Buffalo Bills to pull it off this Sunday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next matchup we have the Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams. And this one is going to be a dogfight. Both teams are 7-2 and looking to take over the NFC West. And look, let's be real. This game is about the quarterbacks. Stafford, he's already proven he can win a Super Bowl. Sam Darnold, he's been solid, but when the lights are bright, we don't know. This game might be the moment people finally take him seriously, or it might be the moment that really shows that he is not that guy who can lead a franchise. So I'm excited to see this matchup. Both teams have great defenses. They're both young, know how to fly around. The coordinators are doing a great job of containing most offenses. So it's going to be a dogfight. The Seahawks are loaded with talent at the wide receivers position with Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's leading the league in receiving. Then the Rams also have their electric wide receivers with Puka Nacua, Devontae, and Kyra Williams in the backfield. So, man, this is going to be an electric game. And I expect big-time plays being made, and I expect big-time defense being played. But I have to go with the Los Angeles Rams in this one, man, just because I trust Matt Stafford more than I trust Sam Darnold. I don't trust Sam Darnold under pressure at all because we have seen him lead his team to 14 wins, and then when the lights are bright, he folds every time. So give me Matt Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams to win this one at home. Now for the big matchup Sunday, we have the Detroit Lions coming to Philadelphia to see my Eagles. And I'll keep it real. Detroit is no joke. They got firepower everywhere. They had Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon Ross, St. Brown, Jared Goff, Aiden Hutchinson, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph. They can score. They can hit. They are fast. And if we come out slow and sloppy, they will put us in a hole early. And I definitely don't want that to happen. So we need to establish our offense early and often. Feed A.J. Brown. Feed Devontae Smith. Get Dallas Goedert going. And be efficient on every drive. We can't have these stagnant 3-and-outs anymore and just looking stale on offense. We have to score early and often. But here's the thing. If our defense keeps playing the way that they've been playing, we can give Detroit problems all night. I still got Philly winning this one because I know what my team brings night in and night out. We are a competitive roster. We are a championship roster. And I feel like we can win against anybody, whenever, wherever, however. So give me the Birds winning this one in big time fashion. And I expect Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown to get on the same page. With all this frustration boiling over, we have to take the steam out of the pot and feed this man the rock. If you remember AJ's first game with the Eagles, it was against the Detroit Lions. And he had a field day because they love to play man coverage. And AJ is a man killer. So Jalen Hurts, please feed AJ the ball on Sunday night. Let this man go off like we know he can because he deserves it. He wears a C on his chest for a reason. He is a captain and a leader of this team. So I expect my Eagles to pull this one out. It's going to be a close, hard-fought NFC battle. But those Birds, we built for it, and we coming out on top Sunday night. All right, guys, so let's talk playoff predictions because ESPN just dropped their latest bracket, and oh boy, things are heating up. Here's how they got things lined up so far. For the first matchup, they have Oregon going up against Notre Dame, Georgia versus USF, Ole Miss versus Texas, Texas Tech versus Miami, and then for the top dogs, Ohio State at 1, of course, so they have a bye, Alabama at 4 with a bye, Indiana at 2 with a bye, and Texas A&M at 3 with a bye. And let me just say this. I actually think they got it right. Looks like they have all the top dogs in the right spots, and then they have the teams who have looked the most competitive in the spot in the bracket where they deserve. Even though Miami's lost 2 games, they keep proving they're legit. Texas also recovered from that slow start and really could shake things up. And if they beat Georgia this weekend, they definitely are back. And Notre Dame, they fought their way back too. So this is the best balanced brackets that we've seen in a long time because we don't want to see another blowout like TCU got blown out against Georgia in the national championship. So hopefully these teams win out and these brackets stay pretty much the same because I would love to see some of these matchups and see how these teams compete against each other. Shout out to the College Football Playoff Committee for finally getting these brackets right, and hopefully things only go up from here. Now let's talk some big-time matchups going on this weekend. First, we have number 10, Texas, going into Georgia to see the number 5 Georgia Bulldogs, and this is going to be a war. Manning, he is growing, no doubt, but going into Georgia with that crowd, with Gunnar Stockton playing clean football and Kirby Smart coaching those boys, that's tough. But We'll see if Arch Manning is built for this caliber of competition. He's leading the Texas Longhorns right now with over 2,000 yards. He has 18 passing touchdowns with 6 interceptions. But Gunnar Stockton, he is no slouch. He is over 2,000 yards himself with about 15 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. So he's been playing great football this year. And that defense for Georgia has also been locking up guys left and right. And I know they are going to be pumped up for this matchup, especially at home. I don't think Texas can come into Georgia and get this win, unfortunately, but it's going to be a great competition. I don't know if this will knock Texas out of the college football playoff because they still have some good wins on their resume. We will see what happens on Saturday. I have Georgia winning this one and winning this one pretty comfortably. I think they will win by at least 7. So look out for those Georgia Bulldogs to beat the Texas Longhorns this weekend. Next matchup, we have the number 4 Alabama Crimson Tide going up against the number 11 Oklahoma Sooners. This is a huge matchup in the SEC. But listen, man, Todd Simpson has been looking special this year. He has 21 passing touchdowns and only 1 pick. Commanding the offense like a vet, man. I don't know if Oklahoma has an answer for them. John Matier has talent, but man, 7 interceptions. You can't go into Tuscaloosa turning the ball over like that. So I think Alabama wins this one. It's going to be a big-time matchup. Defense will probably be locking up for Alabama. Their secondary is just too much. They have trench work on both sides of the ball. And I think Alabama will win this one in Tuscaloosa, especially being at home. So look out for the Crimson Tide to put on the show against those Oklahoma Sooners this weekend. All right, guys, let's talk some NBA. And let's talk with the biggest surprise of the season. The Detroit Pistons are back. They are 10-2 right now. They have won 9 straight games. And number 1 in the East? I don't think anybody saw this coming. But it is all thanks to Cade Cunningham. Because Cade is putting up straight MVP numbers like I told you guys in the beginning he would. He's averaging 27 and 10 assists. Then he just dropped a 46-point triple-double. He missed 30 shots, but Kobe did the same thing. Y'all still praise Kobe, so we're going to praise Cade because they still won the game. Then he has his center hooping like crazy too. Jalen Duran, he has 19.5 points a game and 12 rebounds. Dude is bullying everybody right now. This team is for real. J.B. Bickerstaff is doing a great job this year of coaching this team. He has the guys playing all out on both sides of the ball, and he's getting production out of mostly everybody, man. Then they have my guy Duncan Robinson. He's hooping right now with 12 points a game. Tobias Harris has 13.5 a game. So you have to be on the lookout for the Detroit Pistons because they are seriously hooping right now. Hopefully they can keep it up and stay healthy because everybody wants to see Detroit basketball back. I think the NBA world is just better when Detroit basketball is relevant. So shout out to Cade Cunningham for putting up MVP numbers. Hopefully he's in the discussion by the end of the season like I predicted. Shout out to J.B. Bickerstaff for making the Pistons look like legit contenders so far. So be on the lookout for Detroit to continue this run. Next team we have to talk about is my Miami Heat. And boy, are we looking good. We are 7-5 right now and first in the Southeast Division. But the guy who has been leading us, Mr. Norman Powell, man, what a pickup this year in free agency. Just consistent night in, night out. He's averaging about 24, 25 points a night. Then Bam, he's also doing this thing. He's averaging about 20 and 10. And then Andrew Wiggins is finally looking like a consistent player with 18 points a game. And Jaime Jaquez Jr. looking great again. Khalil Ware, he's been dominant on the boards, about 10 boards a night. And Davion Mitchell, he's been running the show right now with 7 assists a game. And when Tyler Hero gets back, man, this team is just going to keep getting better and better. We're going to be must-watch TV. Eric Spoelstra, he has Heat culture looking like a problem right now. And I'm excited to see this because last year after Jimmy Butler left, we didn't know what direction we were going to be moving in going into this year. We didn't know who was going to be the most consistent leader. And I said I love the Norman Powell pickup because that guy was consistent with the Clippers and he was surrounded by superstars there. And he still got his night in and night out. So I knew with him coming to Miami and having the freedom to flow offensively like he can, he was just going to thrive and prove that he is a legit 2-guard in this league, which he is doing. So I'm excited to see what Heat basketball does this year. I think we can definitely make a run because we always been known to make surprising runs in the postseason. Look out for Miami Heat to really make some noise this year. Hopefully, we can get back to at least the Eastern Conference Finals this year if we keep this up. Now let's move on to some teams in the West. We have to talk about those Denver Nuggets led by the MVP Nikola Jokic. And Denver is just nasty right now. That's the only word I got for them because they are absolutely hooping. They are 9 and 2nd in the Northwest Division right now. And Jokic, he is putting up MVP numbers night in and night out. He just dropped 55 points the other night, and he is also leading the team in almost every category. He has 28 points per game, 13 rebounds per game, 10 assists a game, and almost 2 steals a game. So you talk about a player that does it all for their team. That is Nikola Jokic. And I did leave him out of my top 5 for the MVP this year, but it looks like I might have to put him back in, man, because that guy is just dominant. It is nothing he cannot do on the basketball floor, and he does not even move fast. He's probably the slowest player in the league, but you cannot take him off of his pace and take him out of this game because he is just that confident in himself, which is great to see. So you have to look out for those different Nuggets, of course. They also have Jamal Murray. He's averaging about 22 points a game. Aaron Gordon averaging about 20 points a game. So they are well-rounded per usual. And they made some good acquisitions in the offseason as well with Cam Johnson and Jonas Valanciunas and also Bruce Brown coming back. So they have a bench as well. So you have to look out for those Denver Nuggets in the West. I think they will definitely make a deep run just like they did last year. As long as they can stay healthy and Jokic is still putting up these type of numbers, it's going to be tough to beat Denver per usual. So watch out for those Denver Nuggets and let's see what they do this year. Now, this next topic I have been dying to talk about, guys, because I argue about this at least 2 to 3 times a week. We have to talk about the GOAT debate. LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Who is the real GOAT? I want to break this down at least for the next couple of weeks so I can show you why LeBron is a GOAT. Now, MJ is an icon, no doubt, but when we talk competition, LeBron faced tougher teams, tougher superstars, and tougher eras. And I've got the stats to prove all of these facts. Now, the first point I want to make is the air depth and the skill level, which absolutely matters in the game of basketball. Now, for Jordan's era in 1984 through 1998, only 23% of teams average 100 points per game, which is absolutely trash in today's league. Now, the league-wide three-point attempts per game was only at 9 per game. Absolutely trash compared to today's game. There was less spacing, less switching, and fewer elite wings, which is unheard of today. Now, LeBron's average league-wide three-point attempts are at 36 per game, which is 4 times more than Jordan's era. 19 teams average 110 points per game in 2022 and 23 alone. The pace is at an all-time high, spacing is everything, and skill at an all-time high right now. Teams use advanced analytics, 5-out offense, and switch everything. Systems Jordan never had to face. He didn't have to worry about his bigs getting switched on guards and couldn't be able to stop them. So Jordan, he did face the most physical players, but LeBron faced the most skilled players, which absolutely matters in the game of basketball. We say this all the time. Skill beats physical talent every time. Point 2 I want to make tonight. The superstar quality. Who did these guys face and how many real elite players did they go against? Let's break it down. Jordan's best opponents, players such as Charles Barkley, he averaged 23 points a game with 11 rebounds, which is pretty solid, especially for a 6'5" forward. Karl Malone had 25 points a game with 10 rebounds. John Stockton only averaged 13 points a game, but 10 assists, which is good. Reggie Miller had 18 points a game, who we all know is an elite shooter, but limited versatility. Patrick Ewing, 21 points a game with 10 rebounds. Not bad stats, but not stats that blow your socks off. Now, Jordan only ever beat 2 MVPs in the finals. He beat Magic Johnson, who was past his prime, and Charles Barkley, who didn't have any type of help in Phoenix. He did also beat John Stockton and Karl Malone, but they did not win the MVPs in the times that they matched up. So that doesn't really count. Now, LeBron, on the other hand, he faced absolute dogs in their prime. I'm talking about the elites of the elites. LeBron faced and beat 7 MVPs in the playoffs. Let's break it down. We have Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then he had to face Nikola Jokic in the Western Conference Finals. Now, these guys are all household names, and we know what type of weight they hold in the game of basketball. Now, the stats that they had while facing LeBron, Durant in his finals years, he was averaging 31 points a game on 55% field goal percentage and 47% from the three. Just efficient out of this world. Stephen Curry from 2015 to 2017 was averaging 26 points per game on 45% from the three. James Harden averaged 29 to 36 points per game in multiple seasons. Westbrook had a triple-double MVP season and did it repeatedly. Jokic in the 2023 playoffs averaged 30 points, 14 boards, and 10 assists, was doing absolutely everything. Jordan never faced anyone of this caliber, putting up those kind of numbers in a modern system. Now, you can argue with me all you want, but you can't argue with the stats and the facts. So again, I will be doing this for the next couple of weeks, showing you guys why LeBron James is the GOAT over Michael Jordan. All right, guys, let's move on to some college hoops. I want to talk about some young guns who is absolutely setting the college world on fire. Let's start off with Caleb Wilson from the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. Caleb is an absolute dog, and I love what he is doing right now. Caleb is averaging about 23 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and he recently just won ACC Player and ACC Rookie of the Week. And he is also the second UNC freshman ever to drop 24, 7, 4, and 4. Now, Caleb he has a 7-foot wingspan and is a two-way machine. He honestly reminds me of the NBA player Scotty Barnes because he does it all on both ends of the floor. And I think Caleb has a high ceiling, especially with his mindset of having a kill list on his phone because he recognizes that the world hasn't really recognized his talents yet, and whoever is in front of him, he wants to absolutely go at them. And I love that mindset because you have to be a killer in basketball, especially if you want to get nationwide recognition. So shout out to Caleb Wilson. Hopefully he keeps this up and takes UNC back to the Final Four where they have always been when I was growing up. And I just love his game. So shout out to Caleb Wilson. Hopefully you keep doing your thing. Next freshman I want to talk about is Mr. Koa Pete from the University of Arizona. Koa is an absolute dog. He is averaging about 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. He is strong, he's smart, he's skilled, and a mid-post nightmare. He just needs to work on his three-point a little bit more, but man, is he a problem right now. Koa, he reminds me of Aaron Gordon when he was at Arizona because Gordon has a whole package as he is put on display in the NBA now after dropping that 50-point game. So Koa is hoping he can reach that type of potential, and I think he can as long as he keeps working and gets more consistent with his game. But he is definitely a problem, and he is looking to take Arizona far in the NCAA tournament this year. So keep your eyes open for Koa Pete. Last freshman I want to put the spotlight on is Mr. Nate Ement from the University of Tennessee. He's averaged about 20.5 points a game and about 8.5 rebounds. Nate can do it all. He's a fine shooter with guard-like handles, and he is super smooth. All he needs to do is add a little bit of muscle, but he is legit, man. That guy can get to his spots. He knows how to create a shot wherever he is on the floor. And I think his game reminds me of Paul George because Paul George was similar coming out of Fresno State. 6'10", can do whatever he wants, handling the rock, shooting everywhere. So I like Nate's game, and I'm excited to see what he becomes. Tennessee has also had a lot of success in the NCAA tournament, so I'm sure they will be there later on this year. So keep your eyes out for Nate because he is definitely a problem. Now let's move to the women's side of basketball. I want to talk about a few ladies who are on notice right now in the college world. First, I want to start off with Malaysia Fulwiley, the transfer from South Carolina who is now at LSU. Malaysia is averaging 17 points in only 16 minutes. And we all know the talent that Malaysia possesses with her time at South Carolina. She has electric handles. She knows how to get to any spot on the floor. She's fast. She plays defense. So I'm happy to see that she's thriving in LSU's system under Kim Mulkey because she wanted a new start from South Carolina. She didn't think she was reaching her full potential in Don Staley's system. So hopefully Malaysia is feeling like she's set free, and it looks like it from her play. She's dropped a few good games. She's had 22-point games, 21-point games, and a 19-point game. So she's definitely understanding her role right now and getting to it. So I'm excited to see what Malaysia Fulwiley becomes this year. And I think she will take LSU wherever they want to go. Next lady I want to give flowers to is Miss Hidalgo from the University of Notre Dame. Hannah just went berserk in her last matchup. She had 44 points, 9 rebounds, and an NCAA record of 16 steals. That's a record for both men and women. So she is on demon time right now. She is everywhere on the floor. She is doing everything to lead her team this year. She is also averaging about 7.5 rebounds and 5 assists. So Hannah is definitely a baller, and I'm excited to see where her future goes because she looks like she is a problem on both ends and knows what to do in every situation. So look out for Hannah and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I'm sure they will be in the NCAA tournament this year, fighting for a national championship with Hannah's leadership. Last lady I got to give flowers to is Miss Audie Crooks from Iowa State. Now, if you remember Audie from last year, you know she is a problem in that post. This year, she is still showing that she is dominant. She is averaging about 28.3 points a game, and she is going off. She is 6'3" with elite size and footwork, some of the best post scoring in the country. Now, I am excited. They went pretty deep in the NCAA tournament, but I'm expecting her to take a next step up, and it looks like she's doing that. Her most recent game, she had 43 points, 7 rebounds, and was 78% from the field, which is absolutely crazy, just pure efficiency. So I'm expecting Audie to do great things this year. Hopefully she can slim down just a little bit, get herself in better shape so we can see her at the next level in the WNBA because she definitely belongs. She is a problem in that post, and I don't think too many girls can handle her. So be on the lookout for Audie Crooks to continue to make a huge run at Iowa State. All right, guys, and that's going to wrap up episode 12 of Ball Talk with Paul, man. Appreciate y'all, as always, for rocking with me. I can't do this without y'all. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends because we love to keep it real here with Ball Talk. And tell me which take you ride with, guys, and which one you disagree with. And you already know, episode 13 is coming out next week at the same time, same place. So until next time, it's your boy Paul, and we out.